Hi, I'm Renee from Reneepedia, and so I wanted to share some tips to kind of enhance your time with your child. And I'm kind of focusing on teachable moments today. I know that sounds kind of kooky, and if you really have time to spend time with your child, I have a friend that is running a school, and she has a 4-year-old, and she has a husband, and she's just overwhelmed, doesn't have enough time in a day, and she asked me a simple question saying, I need to teach my child, she goes to school and she has preschool, but it's not enough. I want to be able to teach her and make sure she gets the best of everything. It makes complete sense to me. And so I just was like, hey, just take a teachable moment in your day. So I have a couple of tips that I want to share with you today, and I have my lovely Post-its. I'm obsessed with them to kind of help me out through my first video. The first tip I have is just explain the process. If a child asks a question like, why is the sky blue? And you just are like, well, let's figure it out. The sky is blue because the reflection, you can go all in detail, or it can be something that you go into later, which is tip number 2. You don't need to spend all day on focusing on that. Maybe it's something you guys can do later as a Saturday project with each other. Maybe it's something that you can go to a library and research on, or my favorite place, the museum, and kind of just go running wild and figure it out. So there are ways to kind of expand your teachable moments, but you don't have to do everything right there. So no matter what, you want to stay present when your child is asking these questions. I mean, they're taking the time to kind of be like, hey, Mom, Dad, tell me everything you know, right? Because you're their teacher. You're their first teacher. And so they want to kind of get into your head. And it's not always possible to do it right that moment, but you can just say, look, I can't answer that question right now, but maybe it's something to be present later, and I want to make sure I'm fully invested in you. And a kid sometimes get it and they sometimes don't. So if you need to, you can give them a short version, or you can give them the long version. Most of the time, a short version is better, especially if they're only 3, opposed to being 6. But it's something that to be mindful of, is just to stay present. It may not be the best moment. You may be in the middle of shopping for groceries. So, and my last one is to kind of have it embedded in your routine. So you may, let's say, you go to work, you pick up your child, you are driving back home. Those are the times that you can kind of have a teachable moment and be ongoing. Well, what did you do in school today? You can say, what is something you were kind of stuck on, or something you want to learn more about? And so that's a teachable moment. You might find out they might want to learn more about science rocks that day, or they made Play-Doh and they don't understand how they got the food coloring on the Play-Doh. So you kind of expand on what they're learning in school and what they're learning even on your daily day if you're homeschooling them. And they were just like, I don't understand why we have to why you have to plan cooking to go food shopping and then kind of cut up all this. That was a teachable moment, and kind of just embed them into your routine. And so really hidden in everything you do, and your child's observing and taking in everything. And no worries, you're doing the best that you can, and your child will thank you for it. So have a great day. Bye.